team of United Nations experts has visited Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant, which is now in the hands of Russia, but being operated by Ukrainians. AP correspondent Charles de Ledesma has the report.
Russian and Ukrainian news agencies say IAEA chief Rafael Grossi left the plant after a few hours of work there. Grossi telling reporters his team had collected important information and would continue its analysis. The key thing that I wanted to see, I saw, he said, adding that the group would stay nearby to speak further with residents. Grossi added, "For me, the work begins now. We conducted an initial assessment. We see the dedicated work of the station staff and management. Despite, he says, a difficult situation and circumstances, they're very professional in their work." I'm Charles de Ledesma.
Officials in the southwestern Chinese city of Chengdu have announced a lockdown of its 21.2 million residents and 4 days of citywide testing following an outbreak of COVID-19 cases. In a statement, Chengdu city officials said city residents must stay home starting Thursday evening, and non-essential employees were asked to work from home. Households will be allowed to send one person per day to shops for necessities, provided they have tested negative within the past 24 hours. It's unclear how long the lockdown will last. A retired New York Police Department officer has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for attacking the U.S. Capitol building and using a metal flagpole to assault one of the police officers trying to hold off a mob of Donald Trump supporters on January 6th of 2021. It's the longest prison sentence so far among roughly 250 people who've been prosecuted. 75 immigrants bused from Texas by Texas Governor Greg Abbott are now in Chicago. AP's Ed Donahue has that story.
Abbott has also bused immigrants to New York and Washington, D.C., cities with Democratic mayors. In Chicago, Mayor Lori Lightfoot welcomed the 75, most of them from Venezuela. She says the governor of Texas is manufacturing a crisis.
With these continued political stunts, Governor Abbott has confirmed what unfortunately many of us had already known, that he is a man without any morals, humanity, or shame.
One of the immigrants spoke to WLS-TV.
We were treated like the worst kind of people in the world, and we don't understand why, but that's the way that they consider us.
They will be getting help trying to connect with family elsewhere or settle in Chicago. I'm Ed Donahue.
Taiwan's defense ministry said its military on Thursday shot down an unidentified civilian drone in Taiwanese airspace over Shiyu Island. The ministry said the military first tried using flares to warn the drone away, but ended up shooting the device into the sea. Earlier this week, Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen ordered the military to take strong countermeasures against any Chinese provocation after Beijing conducted several days of live military exercises around the island. Zimbabwe has begun moving more than 2,500 wild animals from a southern reserve to one in the country's north to rescue them from drought, as the ravages of climate change replace poaching as the biggest threat to wildlife. The group includes some 400 elephants, 2,000 impalas, 70 giraffes, and 50 buffaloes, among other types of animals. It's the first time in 60 years that Zimbabwe has embarked on such a mass internal movement of wildlife. The last time such an operation took place between 1958 and 1964. The country, then known as Rhodesia, moved more than 5,000 animals away from rising water caused by the construction of a hydroelectric dam on the Zambezi River. This time it's lack of water that's made such a move necessary. The U.S. National Hurricane Center reported Thursday that Tropical Storm Danielle has formed in the Atlantic Ocean. It's expected to be the first hurricane of what so far has been an unusually quiet hurricane season. What makes the storm noteworthy is its status as the first hurricane of the season. The Hurricane Center reports it's the first August in 25 years without a named storm. Named storms include both hurricanes and tropical storms. Hurricane season, however, doesn't conclude until November. September and October are considered the peak months for storm activity.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.